All right, y'all. So this is going to be part one, I don't know, of my vlog of how I'm going to make my spirit wear teacher pants. Very similar to those senior jeans. So what I have started doing is I have made these stencils on my Cricut of in the font that I thought was cute. Now, some of these letters have like the O has like, the middle part. So I have those like off to the side somewhere. But these are, for reference, 4 inches. And if you have super short legs like me, then let's see. I'm going to put them on the pants in a bit. But if you have like a longer name and longer legs, then 4 inches might be good. But I did use a measuring tape to see how I would do this. Hey y'all, so I am going to be making some teacher jeans, some school spirit jeans, and similar to like those senior jeans, but I'm not a senior. So I have cut out some stencils. I made these on my Cricut and they were fairly easy. I measured, I was like, well, I want them to be about 3 to 4 inches. I don't want them to be tiny, tiny little letters, but I also don't want them to be like too big. So I measured with my, tape measure. You guys know what a tape measure looks like. But I measured with my tape measure and then I cut them out on my Cricut. So super easy so far. Now my plan is to do my name on one side, probably like my school's name, and like I teach 3rd grade, so something that says like 3rd, I don't know. I don't think I'm really gonna do much on the back just because I don't want it accented towards my butt or anything, but I might do like some cute little pictures like on the pockets, but we'll see. So let me show you what I have so far. All right. So this is what I have so far. I do need to, these came with like, not came with, but when I cut it out, it has like the, like the part of the B that is not cut out, and like the R and the O. All the other letters, luckily, were just the outline. But this is what I have so far. I think that looks fine. I don't want to do, like, my other option is to kind of like do like that, but luckily my last name is only 5 letters, so it's like I want it to be easy to read, but I don't want it to be like, I don't know, but like, look, I'm at the edge of my pants and I don't want to go too high up on that pocket because that's when it starts to bend and stuff, right? So I think I am going to do the back and forth way. So let me show you the supplies that I have for this. I'm going to use these, it's like, what is this? Ultra fine Sharpie to like sketch on the jeans. And what I saw was that like, someone was like, don't be afraid to like sketch on the jeans because you're going to be painting over it. So yeah, as long as that's your plan, then it should be fine. Now, this set I got from Amazon, Shuttle Art, has 18 colors. I like this set also. I have paintbrushes, but it came with paintbrushes, or at least I think I have paintbrushes. I have to double check that. And then it comes with a little easel. I don't know what this is, paint tray. And then I don't plan to use any of these designs on this one. Maybe like this flower, but these are like little stickers. So I thought that was cool that you obviously put on, paint over it, and then peel off. So that's nice. And the reason I got this one was because it said they're nice, vibrant colors. There's a ton of different, like 18, right? That's like a lot. Fade resistant, it dries quickly. And then I don't know if it says anything on here about that, but it says that it's perfect for jeans on there. But I initially had gotten textile paint and acrylic paint, and I was going to mix them and then put them on here. But I did see that those are, you have to get like really good acrylic paint for that, so that when you wash it, it wouldn't like fade away. So that's why I got this one. Okay, y'all. So before people say, oh, you're doing it all wrong, I don't know what I'm doing. I've watched a couple of videos here and there, and like, but no one's like really giving you a step-by-step. And I just know what I want it to look like in the end. And I got the supplies, and I'm gonna do my best. So if you take something from this, great. If you think that this is trash, I'm sorry. Okay. Also, I'm on my way back picking up a package. I thought it was just one, and they shoved 3 into the box. I would have drove. Okay, I'm gonna see you guys back at the house. Okay, so this is what I ended up going with because I did not like the back forth. And I feel like this stacked like that, like Ms. Brown. And then over here, I went with, like, this may seem like a lot, but like I like it. Also, I have this outline of it's a bear, and I'm going to put it on the bee. So that's what I got so far. I think I'm gonna start sketching and just go from there because this is like taking me forever. But I also want them to be like decent, and I really like that so far. So I'm gonna add that. I might end up going back and maybe adding something there. Like, I don't know what I would add there. Or maybe I should just bring this up. But then I don't want it to be too high up and have big old space at the bottom. So, I don't know. But I like it. All right. So, I've been kind of like dreading actually marking these jeans because then it's like permanent. But this is where I'm at so far. I don't really like that there's like a big space right there, but if I move it up, then there's going to be a bigger space, like a huge space down here. And sorry, these are supposed to go inside some of the letters, but I'm content with there being this much space at the bottom of this leg. But what I think I'm going to do is try to draw. I know that sounds crazy. Also, I think I am going to put this bear on this bee here and maybe try to draw it a little bigger. But I'm going to try to draw like either a Bitmoji of myself there. And I used to be an artiste, so I feel like I could do it. Or some sort of like pom-pom, like frilly design. You know what I'm saying? Like not necessarily a picture, but yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. But I like the positioning of the letters. So I think I'm going to go with that. So now what I'm doing is I figured out the placement of where I want my letters. And now I am going to trace them on with this ultra fine point Sharpie. And then after that, I'm going to go on paint over it with white. I still don't have a solid plan of what I'm going to do there. Honestly, it's probably going to be a blue and gold and white pom-pom maybe. Or like a bigger bear. Or maybe a bear with a pom-pom behind it. Just because it's spirit, right? I know I said a Bitmoji of myself, but that honestly seems just like way harder than I want to make it. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, so that is what I have so far, just of my stencil. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. It's a little crooked down there because I was laying on it, but Yeah, it'll all come together. Okay, I'm starting to get excited because this is where I'm at with this pant leg. I think it's super cute. I'm like starting to get ideas as far as like what the heck I want to do. But yeah. Also, I don't know if I mentioned I made my stencils with cardboard. Not cardboard. Cardstock. Sorry. Cardstock. Excuse me. Paper. And yeah, so I mean you can use regular paper, I'm sure, but I just feel like this is gonna hold up a little bit more when I'm stenciling. Like I don't want the paper to move. So yeah. And they do sell stencils at like, you know, online or whatever, but you're kind of like then victim to the font. But I chose, let me see if I can find it. I chose the font Hello Babe. I don't know if that's the font. Yeah, it's got to be. But BFC Hello Babe. It was like perfectly big, but not like a cute little, I don't know. So yeah, if you were looking for a similar font. I also am kind of liking this grape jelly. I don't know if I would have chosen that, but I do like it. It's super cute for like a t-shirt.
Are you kidding me? I'm living every challenge superfan's dream. I'm paired up with CT. I would say I'm pretty good at memory retention.
Wicked smart. She's with the Browns, so I mean, I have a good memory, you know. What's your name?
I wish I could get involved in this challenge because my memory games are quite good. I mean, I'm a petty bitch, so I never forget anything. If people see this as me just sitting out and having a day off, no. Bitches, I am here to play and I need to play hard. The fact that I'm not earning points is really pissing me off.
I knew I would need my contacts for this challenge because I have trouble seeing any.
I want to open my own fitness studio, but my old bank kept draining my savings with fee after fee. I was over it. That's why I love Chime. I can bank fee-free. No overdraft fees, no monthly fees, and I get access to over 50,000 fee-free ATMs. There's 24/7 live support, plus signing up took like 2 minutes. With those fees gone, I can use that money towards building my studio. So, I got everyone I know to join. Join the millions of members, just like us, banking fee-free at Chime.
I have been using the GLP-1 injections through hers. I have lost 30 pounds.
Hers has changed my life.
I fell back in love with myself. See if GLP-1s are right for you. Start today at forhers.com.
Today, let's stay with Bear.
Today we're
This is so great. I've been telling him for months.
There's been a lot of rain.
With Bear stains, your deck will have all-weather protection.
Oh.
Get the #1 rated stain at an everyday low price, only at the Home Depot. This delectable Knorr ramen noodle recipe will put an end to your drive-through dinner rituals. Throw that Knorr bouillon in that tasty combo with delightful carrots and a rich touch of bok choy. Make your own Knorr taste combo. It's not fast food, but it's so good.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because a laid-back beach house is right for some, but off-brand for others. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.com.
This is a meal, a steak and focaccia feeling, a fresh mozz moment, a basily savory salad. Your ticket to Italian. Try the new Italian summer menu. It just feels good at Panera.
Love saving money? Then it's time to join AARP. Get your first full year for just $15 with automatic renewal and get a second membership free.
That's a great deal.
You'll have access to hundreds of benefits to help you save money, stay healthy, and have fun. Plus everyday discounts at top retailers, dining, and more.
Okay, y'all. So this is the first step of my white background first. And then I'm gonna go through with various colors. Now, my school colors are like this deep blue, which I might use as an outline, and kind of like gold. And then those are like the main two. That's like the deepest blue I think I have. Yeah. I might use this. I don't know. We'll see. And then I'm going to use some black and obviously mix in the white. Now, I initially got this. That's because I thought I was going to be using that textile medium. Sorry. But I think I'm going to end up taking this back. So that's that. But I really do like these 3 or 4 colors. I think it's going to look really nice. Okay, you guys, so this is where I'm at so far. I actually really like it. I just kind of messed up on the M, so I had to redo it. And luckily, I kind of caught it before it dried, so I was able to kind of get it off with water and like scrubbing it with a paintbrush. But I'm kind of like, I don't know what to do with the R and the W, because I don't want to just do polka dots. Like the M is going to be polka dots, but I want another pattern that isn't just lines that I can put with gold on the R, the W, and the S. So I am going to outline all of these letters with black. I started doing with the S just to see what it'll look like, and I like it. So I'm going to do that. And then I think I am going to do a bear and a pom-pom or something, or I don't know. But that's what I have so far. I like it. It's just a labor of love. All right, a few updates. What I have so far is I have outlined, I finished the bear. So cute. And then I have made like a dark blue black mix, because the black, like I like it on that side, but I just needed something a little bit different on this side. So it's like a dark navy. And then I'm going to do these like balls. I don't know. I don't know what they're called. I saw them on some other pants, so I was like, that's cute. And I'm going to finish the bear. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of like, boop, 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 little heart, boop, and on each side, just like a little like filler. And then that should be done on the front. What y'all think so far? Okay, so I drew this bear, and I didn't freehand like all of it, and I kind of messed up right here, but I'm gonna paint over it. And I was like, oh my gosh. But then I realized I have to paint over this all in white anyway, and then do the details. So this is kind of waste time, but at least I know what it's kind of look like. But isn't it cute? I was gonna have glasses, like sunglasses, but then I was like, wait, I don't want the bear having sunglasses. So that's where I'm at so far. All right, y'all. So I think I'm going with a bear with, they're gonna be sunglasses. And then I'm going to make like a little fuzzy background, not a fuzzy background, like a little pom-pom, like a pom-pom, like a cheerleading pom-pom, but not a big one, but you'll see my vision. And then I made these 2 stencils. They're just like the same in opposite direction, which I probably could have just used the same pot print, but whatever. So I have these 2 stencils that I made with my Cricut, again, on cardstock paper. And I think I'm gonna put them on the back, because the front is getting a bit busy as far as pictures go. So I think I'm gonna put these along the back. And since I am not like trying to be fast with these, I'm not going to put them on my butt, but I'm going to put them like on my legs. That's what I'm going with. And then I might just like cover the pockets of the butt with like just colors, like a blue pocket and like a gold pocket, something like that. All right, so that leg is mostly finished except for, I think I'm gonna put a pop right there. And then this leg is mostly finished besides the outline. And I'm like kind of not sure if I want to do a black outline because I like the black outline on this side, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it on this side because it just kind of, it does really make it pop, but I'm not sure. And I think I am gonna make that like a little like honey comb or something. I don't know, but I think that's cute. I gotta do the bear's face now. All right, so that is the outline of the bear. I'm gonna go over it with the brown in a bit once that dries. But I have settled on these cute little light blue hearts. Not hearts, what are these? Flowers. The only thing is it just takes a minute to do the 6 to 7 petals on each freaking, what is it, bud? I don't know. But it's super cute, and so I'm sticking with it. I like it. It's like the polka dots, but not. Okay, I'm still waiting on my polka dots to dry, and I did my M. Not exactly how I wanted it, but it'll do, donkey. So this is this bear cutout that I'm going to put, this is dry, so it'll be fine. I'm going to put like right here, and then I'm gonna paint a little bear there. But isn't that so stinking cute? I might do it maybe on the corner. I don't know, I'll figure it out, but super cute. Okay, so I started doing these smaller dots. I was going to do a thin chevron pattern, but I just could not get over it in my mind. And my friend was like, you should draw it on a piece of paper and see how you like it. And I'm already thinking I don't like it. So I'm like, this is just gonna, it's just gonna be that M all over again. So what I'm going to do is these little polka dots. And then I think I'm going to do in this blue, like little petals, like little blue flowers. I think that'll be cute. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the M and the polka dots right now, and then I'm gonna figure out something for that dot, or I might just leave it as a white dot. But I am thinking about doing a light blue background of this color because I don't know if I want the letters to be white. I would recommend getting like an additional set of paintbrushes, just because like while you're painting, sometimes the paintbrush that you're using like gets, you know, like it's a good paintbrush, but like it just has too much paint on it, and then you're just trying to like, you know, so I would recommend getting like a 12 pack of like different size paintbrushes, from like fine point to fat, skinny, you know, wide, flat, all that, because that came in really useful. And then obviously some sort of like cup, because the little dish is so shallow, but I would recommend that. And then I ended up getting this fabric paint set from Amazon, which I'm sure they sell it anywhere, but I will link this as well. I like this one because you didn't have to mix it with a textile medium, and it like is gonna stay. And what the directions said is that within 24 hours it's completely dry, and then within 72 or after 72 hours you can wash it. And I don't plan on wearing these even until school starts for like a couple weeks, so I should be good then there. But yeah, unless I do the back later on, which I don't know, so we'll see. But I like this paint, and it came with paintbrushes. I took them out. Paintbrushes and a little easel thing. So that was really nice. So I'm going to link the jeans that I got. Obviously, you can get your own jeans, but these jeans, I thought they were perfect. They're the, I got petite because my legs are super short. But I got the mid-rise Wow Boyfriend jeans. Just because I didn't want them to like flare. I wanted like a cohesive, you know, pant leg. And they fit really nice, not too tight or anything. So perfect. Okay, so I'm actually like high-key obsessed with these. I got these jeans from Old Navy. I don't even know, but I know people are like, well, just get a cheap pair of jeans. I'm like, then I'm wearing a cheap pair of jeans. You know, I need something like, these aren't like high end, but they're also very comfortable. But yeah, I was a little worried about this because I was like, oh gosh, then when I sit down, but it really is just like right here that's gonna fold. So I don't think I'm gonna put anything right here because that's the part that folds when I sit down. But isn't this so cute? So like, what do you guys think? Should I leave the back plain or should I do the back, like the pockets? I don't want to draw too much attention to my butt though, out of school. All right, so this is what I ended up with, and I actually really enjoy how this is. I'm about to try it on and see how that looks. I am 50-50 on doing the back because I don't have many plans for the back, but I don't want it like sticking. I also don't have, like I have like 2 canvas chairs in my classroom, so it's like I'm not worried about that, but I don't know. So I'm about to try these on. Next shot will be me wearing them.